Is it possible that I misled you and I got this completely wrong? Let's find out. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So I'm a little more casual today because I was not planning on filming anything, but I put out a video a short time ago where I showed you what happens when you start trying to make a golf grip bigger, when you start building up a golf grip with tape. The conventional way of taking one size grip and making it larger, building it up with extra layers of tape. And I said in that video right from the get-go, this has been done for a very long time by pretty much everyone. But I showed in that video where what you think you're getting and what you're actually getting are very, very different. Now, if you haven't seen that video, I will leave a link down in the description below. But not surprising when I put out a video like that that calls into question a technique or a method that's been used for I don't know how many years, you're going to get some pushback. And I have gotten a little bit of pushback saying that I'm misleading people or my technique or my method was wrong in what I was doing, and I'm not giving you the accurate truth about what's happening when you put on these grips with more extra layers of tape. So this video today, I'm going to cover two of those primary complaints, two of those primary issues that people had with what I did in that first video, and we're going to find out, did I get it wrong? Oh yeah, there was actually a third complaint, and that third complaint was, why am I doing all my measuring in imperial? Why am I measuring everything in inches? Why am I not using metric? I get it, I understand that complaint fully, and so in order to make everyone happy, I'm going to be showing you both the imperial numbers, but I'm also going to translate all those into metric, so wherever you are in the world, you can see the results in whatever format you prefer to look at. All right, so issue one people had was, they said I was not using a grip tape that was thick enough. The tape I'm using, they referred to as masking tape, and they said it's not thick enough, and that's why my numbers were not coming out right. Well, first off, I'm just going to show you as I'm putting this on. This is from the Golfworks website, and as you can see, this tape that I'm using is billed as grip buildup tape. That being said, it is a thinner diameter, not as thick tape as the other tape that they sell. This one is 0.01 inches thick. The other one is 0.015 inches thick. Now remember, that is not the actual thickness of the tape. That is double the thickness of the tape because when we measure it on this round shaft, it's building up both on this side and this side. So the grand total is that 0.01. So a single layer thick is actually 0.005 thick versus the other thicker tape, which is 0.0075 thick. All right, next up, I've got a brand new Tour Velvet standard size. We're going to put on this shaft and take our initial size measurement. All right, let's take an initial measurement and see how thick this grip is again at this 2-inch mark. You can see right there, 0.899. We'll round up and just call that 0.9, which is exactly what we should get with standard grip on standard shaft. All right, next up, mid-size grip. Same exact grip, only in the mid-size. Repeat the process. Okay, and what we get there, 0.965. We'll call that 0.96. That's really what we should be getting, meaning that this grip is now 0.06 inches thicker. Translate that into a fraction, and that means we are at 1/16 over, which is a pretty standard acknowledged size for mid-size. All right, so standard grip, 0.9, mid-size grip 0.96. That is the goal. That is what we are trying to get this grip to when we start adding the build-up tape. All right, now we get to complaint number 2. When I did this experiment the first time, I used this same piece of tape up here to essentially make sure that whatever build-up tape I had put under the grip, I got the installed grip to the exact same length so that everything was consistent there, again, trying to reduce the number of variables. But a lot of people complained that I shouldn't have done that because I'm thinning out the grip and basically canceling out the build-up tape. What I should be doing is simply sliding the grip on as far as it'll go from the bottom and letting the top sort of cinch back where it will fall, and that will give us the accurate measurements. That will give us the correct buildup that we've all always believed to be the case. So that's what we're going to do now. And we're going to use this as our original line for where the grip was. But we are now going to build this up with Now, why did we use 6 layers here? Because if you remember, going from the standard to the mid-size, we went up in size 0.06 inches to get to this mid-size. Again, also remember, this tape is 0.01 inches thick when it's wrapped around the shaft, meaning that the diameter is 0.01 thicker. So if we add 6 layers of this tape, that should get us to around 0.06 thicker, the same difference as the standard to the mid-size. Also, just so we're all on the same page, this tape, again being the thinner tape, 6 layers in this would be the equivalent of 4 layers in the thicker 0.015 diameter grip tape. All right, and now the moment of truth. We've got our 6 layers of tape, we've got our standard grip. I'm going to install it only pushing from the bottom. I am not going to stretch it out in any way, so however much it cinches up is just what it does, and we're going to see, was I wrong? Well, it's not quite on there. Let's give it just a little bit more. All right, standard grip, 6 extra layers of tape underneath. As you can see, I did not stretch it out to the end here. It is a good ½ inch shorter, so I have not stretched it in any way. According to the complaints against my other video, this should now be giving us a mid-size grip. Let's take a measurement and see how close we got. As you can see right there, well, we got about halfway. All right, I'm gonna let you guys be the judge. Was I wrong in my previous video? Look, I took 6 layers of my build-up tape, which is the equivalent of 4 layers of the extra thick tape, and should be more than enough, according to the traditional, conventional wisdom, to get from standard up to mid-size. And then on top of that, I went ahead and didn't stretch that grip in any way, just slid it on as far as it would go and let the rubber just sort of dictate where it ended. All of that together, we wanted to get to 0.96 and we only got to 0.932. That is not even close. That is not even in the ballpark. That is not even in the parking lot. It is way off. So I'm going to just go ahead and go back to my statement from the first video, which is if you need a bigger grip, if you're wanting a mid-size grip, trying to build up a standard grip with extra layers of tape is incredibly inefficient and incredibly inaccurate to get you where you want to be. You are far better off to just go ahead, buy that bigger grip, and install it that way. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, not a video I do all the time, but I wanted to clear some things up because I think this is definitely one of those topics where people are going to be a little uncomfortable because they've been doing it a certain way for a long time. But look, guess what? If you don't like it, you can do this exact same experiment at home and you'll get very similar results. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Subscribe, bell icon, leave a comment. I'll see you next time.